created successful businesses in Australia and in education as well. Currently, he is involved with several projects in India.
First and foremost, we would really like to thank Amul India for this great initiative in recognizing the unsung heroes, the flag bearers of India and Indian cuisine for such a very long time. You know, these are the heroes who have been long before the Pichais and the Nooris, the Nadellas, because we've come a long way. It's been more than a century that Indian food and Indian chefs have gone around the world. Now, I personally do remember very, very clearly, this industry in form of an institution had very, very humble beginning. I actually was very privileged and fortunate to see that grow because I went to a school which shared the same campus in Mumbai. And that's where it all started almost 50 years ago.
Wow.
And from there, the institutes have grown to more than thousands and thousands in India who are churning out young professionals who have been giving the opportunity of going all over the world. And we cannot give you the kind of scale that people have reached or the heights people have reached in the industry. Everything from hotels to top quality restaurants, cruise liners, um, aged care, golf,
Education.
exclusive clubs, airlines, you name it. They've gone all over the world. And I think it's great that Amul is giving us an opportunity to give this little thumbs up to all of them.
So today we are thrilled to be able to chat with a few of these chefs, right from America to New Zealand, and get to know about their culinary journeys, and also, which began in India for all of us, and what Independence Day and 15th August means to all of us. So let's just start from us because we are here, and starting with Robin. So, what does 15th August mean to you, Robin?
Uh, Independence Day or 15th August is just definitely a reflection of who we are and our roots, our background, and particularly as to see where India has come over this 73 years. And I had the opportunity of traveling to India so often recently, and I always get reminded and think about the India that we grew up and the India it is today. It is such an advanced country, and it brings in it brings back great memories. But at the same time, as Indians, all of us, we take a lot of pride about where India has come in the last 73 years, and I'm sure it's going to get bigger and bigger, strength to strength. So what are your memories during it?
Ah, 15th August always reminds me of the early morning school parades, where I usually had the privilege of proudly bearing the Indian tricolor.
Wow, that's a privilege. That's an honor, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that reminds me of my NCC days as well. Okay, so without taking much of all of your times, we're going to take off straight into interacting with all the chefs around the world. But before that, Tizzy had a couple of things to say.
Yes. I mean, you would think that it would be an unusual career choice for a girl, and I'm talking about the early 80s in India. That too coming from a vegetarian family. But the available choices at that time, doing science, commerce, or arts, just didn't appeal to me. And hospitality was an emerging field, so that was what attracted me to think about joining. And here I am, so many years afterwards, and having dabbled in so many different areas of the industry, I feel quite privileged.
So, when cooking and promoting Indian food in Australia, how have you tried to make your mark? What do you think what your legacy would have been?
I have always tried to focus on creating and promoting the diverse Indian regional cuisine. Just also while compiling all my menus had for 15 years. Um,
Sorry, we were muted for a second. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
And just to let you know, I've gone a full circle, starting off as a vegetarian, and now I'm going back to it. I'm concentrating on spreading the legacy of vegan and vegetarian Indian food and recipes in my own small way, and just to be able to, spread the word in whatever manner that I can, considering veganism and vegetarianism are gaining worldwide popularity. So yes, I think that would be my contribution.
And before we start off with the rest of the chefs, is there anything in particular you like to say, particularly to the young girls who are out there looking at a career in hospitality?
Yes, sure. I mean, on this panel, I'm the only female. Hopefully, we would have more time to, conjure up more participants, and I would like to see uh, a greater female participation in such panels. But for all the advice that I would have for all the young girls would be to go for it, just go for it, but be prepared to work really hard and believe in yourselves, but at the same time don't expect anything, any different treatment from any of the people who are there. You make a choice, you go for it, you work hard. And if a 4'10" me can do it, anyone can. Make the milk crate your friend.
Yeah, to adjust with the heights.
Make full use of your brain, and muscles will follow. And don't use your gender to expect special treatment, as I mentioned. But just believe, if the mind wants it, the body has to follow. That would be my advice to all the young budding girls who are looking at taking up chefing as a career.
Excellent. That's fantastic. All right, let's get the ball rolling, guys. We are going to go straight to the Americas first. So we'll go hit New York first. So we're going to go straight to Mr. Mohan Aluwalia. Just before I have a quick chat with him, I'm just going to say that Mohan he's a stalwart in the industry. He's somebody who has mentored so many professionals around the world, including me. He has worked for almost 4 decades around the world, everything from Hiltons to Sheratons, and catered to the highest of the highest. He has catered to the President of the United States of America. After having done all this, he's come back to New York, and he's actually operating a very exclusive restaurant at a very iconic place in New York, which is the Times Square. And as a matter of fact, the restaurant is called India at Times Square. So we're going to go straight to Mohan Aluwalia and have a quick word with him. Hi, Mohan, can you hear us? I think he's muted.
Oops.
He's muted, Abhishek.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mohan, how are you? Happy
I'm fine,
Independence
thank
Day.
you. Happy Independence Day to all of you, and thanks to Amul.
What does that mean to you, Mohan? What does Independence Day mean to you? I know you got a big flag behind you.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we feel proud to be from India, and independence has given us right to achieve the major goals of the life. And I'm proud to say that we Indians are everywhere now on good positions. Let it be any company, any science, any hotel, restaurants, everywhere. At my
Yes,
time,
you
I
have.
remember our people were only up to the restaurant manager level or the sous chef level, but right now we are reaching everywhere, and we are replacing a lot of people.
Fantastic.
Yes, so true.
Now, Mohan, what are the specific changes that you would have seen over the years? I mean, you actually, I remember, started an Indian restaurant at the Sheraton Hotel almost 40 years ago, if you remember.
Yeah.
And from there, you've come a long way, and now you're running a restaurant in a most iconic place in the world.
Yeah.
So, how do you think Indian food and the image, excuse me, the Indian food's image and perception has gone over this decades?
Yeah, you see what happens now, more and more of us professionals have joined the industry, and the entire food presentation, the taste, everything is been taken care of. See, earlier people used to think Indian food is full of oil and chilies, which is not true. See, at home we don't use too much oil and chilies,
So true.
Absolutely.
So
and
true.
and more and more people are going to the health values, and which Indian food is the answer to it. I gave a
Absolutely.
interview at the TV channel here for the herbs and spices versus health. It was well taken, well read in the newspaper also. So
Mhm.
people are turning to the Indian food for the health values too.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have so much to offer, and there's so much for us to educate the rest of the world about what our
Yeah,
food is.
Yeah, we just have to make the effort to move them from the stock standard popularized items in the Western world.
yeah. See, people are now understanding what we are, what our food is, and how it's going to be beneficial for the health, which is a very, very, very big point.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mon. Now, what have you got for us? Have you got something for us to present for
E-
from your
Yes,
as a certain
I
dish?
I I have prepared a organic kale and spinach with paneer. Is
Wow.
Wow.
organic kale and spinach uh, paneer, I can say. And what I have done, I blanched the kale and paneer, sorry, kale and spinach, and then I have uh, made paneer, and set it into the paneer with all the herbs and spices.
Sounds
Nice.
And
delicious, man.
it's a very unique presentation. People like it, and people are more health conscious. Kale is very good for the health. In my restaurant, people really love it.
Mhm.
So, is this
So
part of your dish? Part of your
it's
menu?
it is a part of my menu,
Okay, fantastic.
Would love to see it,
and
Mohan.
it is dedicated to my wife Uma. She is vegetarian, so that's why I'm presenting the vegetarian dish to you.
Wow, great.
Excellent.
Can we have a quick look?
Yeah, sure, sure. Just hold on. Can you see that?
Yes.
Wow, that
So
looks
yeah,
amazing.
and the spinach sauce is on top. So it's the same thing, saag paneer in a different variation.
Yep, yep, yep.
So it looks appetizing. People like it, and people eat it, and they really relieve it. They like it a lot.
Excellent. Like I know things are pretty challenging at the moment in New York, and I know your operations are shut at the moment, but we
Yeah,
all wish you
that's
the
right.
very best, and I hope all of us, like everyone else, will be back on track and you will be thriving as you have always.
Hopefully, yes. And my restaurant is right near the Times Square, so it's very
Yes,
nice.
so anyone listening
Anyone?
over over this, and I know a lot of people have logged in from lots and lots of countries, and I'm sure if anyone traveling to New York, please go up and say hi to Mohan there.
Everyone is most welcome at India Times Square.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mohan. Really
Mohan.
appreciate your time.
Thank you, Robin, for organizing this. Thank you, Daisy.
Pleasure, pleasure. Happy Independence Day
Thanks.
again. Yeah,
Thank you. Same to you.
great. Thank you.
We move on
Thanks.
to
Thanks.
Umesh. We move. Thank you, Mohan. We
Thank
move on to
you.
Umesh in Toronto.
Yes.
He's the executive chef at the exclusive Ladies Club in Toronto, originally from Delhi, and with more than 17 years of experience with the Oberoi's, Orchid, Claridge's in India,
हो गया
traveled to
ये
Sri
टिक्की
Lanka
दिखानी थी
and
ये
Florida.
सॉस ऐसा भी नहीं साइड चलो
What does Umesh? What does Independence Day mean to you?
Independence Day is a very emotional day for all of us as Indian because I think whoever we are today is just because the sacrifices of our freedom fighters did for us, and it is very emotional. I'm a big fan of Shahid Bhagat Singh. So since this movie come up and we get exposed to what have people like him did for us, and we were one whole country with different cultures and religion fight together to get this independence and doing and reaching heights because of that, as Chef Mon says. So yeah, we are very thankful to all of them, and it's a day to remember and to give a tribute to them. So
Excellent,
Great,
excellent,
great,
Umesh.
great.
Yeah, I would just like to know, where did you develop your foundation culinary skills? And yeah, and how much do you owe India for that?
I think wherever I am today, just because of my country, and especially this is start from my home, my mom, my late mom. Her taste, she left us in 91 when I was really young, and but the taste and the food, the love she put making fresh food every day, 3 times a day. I think I can never forget that, and the dedication she had by managing everything, um, but cooking great food for us. And then when she left, my sister, who again a very great cook. So I learned my skills from them. I used to cook with them in a very early age, and then I think when I passed out like 12th class, and then I thought it's a time, to make this hobby as a skill. And I went to IHM Jaipur, and there especially one teacher, Mr. Bambi, Pulkit Bambi. He was a bakery instructor, and who actually put that passion into a right direction by
Yes.
teaching us the good things. So yeah,
Definitely, it's good to have a mentor. It always helps.
yes.
So,
And then
Umesh, what have you cooked for us today?
chef, I did actually. I want to introduce Adya here. This is my 8-year-old daughter.
Hello,
She
Adia.
also
Hi, Adya.
She's
say hello.
helped you?
Yeah, she's my sous chef today at home. So
Good to know. Good to know.
we
Whatever I
prepared
say.
this. She prepared. That is. Let me just put this side so that you can see. So Adya prepared this nasturtium leaves, radish curls, and some carrot curls, borage flowers, and she keep it simple with lemon juice is the dressing to eat with some salt, pepper. And this is mine. I just dedicate this dish to our country today for this big day. So this is
Wow, that looks
organic kale grown
spectacular.
in our garden at Ladies Golf Club of Toronto. The radishes also grown there, carrots also. And this is the grilled lemon. I just presented as a Shok Chakra. So, and some flowers as a celebration symbols.
Amazing.
Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank you,
thank you
Chef.
to
Thank
Adia
you,
too.
Amul. Thank you, Amul. Thank you, Chef Robin and Chef Daisy. Thank you so much for having me here. And Adya, say Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to all Indians. Happy Independence Day to all
Wish you the
Indians. And
same.
Wishing
Chef,
you the same.
thank
It's
you.
great to know kids being part of this as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, we're going to now head off to a different continent altogether. We're going to go to Vishal Gusawin, all the way to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Hi,
Hello, hi Chef.
Vishal.
Hi
How
Chef
are you?
Robin. All good. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Very well. Thank you so much. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to you and all the viewers. And thanks to Amul.
Thank you. Just to give a little bit of a brief to everyone, Vishal hails from Amchi, Mumbai.
Yes,
Been a chef for more than 17, 18 years with Marriott's, with Holiday Inn. He's worked with cruise liners such as prestigious liners such as QV2. And currently he's the executive chef at the Sheratons at Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. So it's great to have you, Vishal. Thank you so much again. So how are you
sir.
celebrating Independence Day today? Or generally, how do you do that in Africa?
Generally in Africa, we have Indian consulate here. So we have been, we always go there and, celebrate the flag hosting. But
Right.
this time, I don't think so. I'll get time today because of we have chat. But in the evening time, I'm going to celebrate with my sous chefs. Actually, my
Very
family
good.
is supposed to join me last March, March 2020, but just because of coronavirus outbreak,
Mhm.
uh,
Okay.
they couldn't come out here. So unfortunately, I have to celebrate alone with my sous chefs. But yes, of course, they are my
Oh, we
friends.
are all celebrating with you, Vishal.
Yeah, yeah,
You're all
that's
here.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now Vishal, I would like to specifically ask you, what do you think is the secret of, so many, like Mohan said in the beginning, so many Indian origin chef now, you go around the world, you travel You see them as, head chefs, executive chefs, sous chefs, from the Sheratons to Marriott's to, Meridians, wherever you go, to cruise liners you go, they're all there. So what do you think? What's attributing for our Indian chefs to become so successful?
See, first when I started in 2003, that time my executive chef was from Austria in Renaissance, Mumbai, and those times the people used to think that yes, Indian chefs are very hardworking. Yes, we are hardworking, but we are smart working also. I mean, we think smart. We think ahead for like after 5 to 6 years where I want to be actually. So I don't want to mention the perfect word, but we are looking for an opportunity in the crisis.
Right,
So
right, right.
yeah. So and then secondary, the education system in India has dramatically changed in recent years. And then little by little we started taking over the various brands. Now hardly in India you find few of the brands where have executive chef from European countries. Otherwise we have taken over all over in India. I mean, in US, Europe, everywhere, most of the things we have
Absolutely.
executive chef from India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia too, yes.
Yes, when we grew up and when we started, every executive chef would have been a European, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then second thing is that I would say that we have some culture called meditation, which actually helping us. I mean, when I was a young kid, that time my grandma used to tell me, okay, pray to the God always. But that's a part of meditation actually. When your mind is full, you can't see the opportunity. But your
Mhm.
mind is fullness. If you're using mindfulness, so then you start seeing the opportunity in the crisis also.
Absolutely, absolutely. So very true. So very true. So
That's
Vishal, what
one.
have you got for us? You've made something for us
Yeah, I have prepared Ponsa se mulik. Actually, it's Konkani dish. Let me
from
show it to you.
Konkan. Okay,
Konkan, yes.
right.
So
Whoa,
this is
Ooh.
that looks
Ponsa se
very
mulik.
colorful.
So it's basically jackfruit fritters with jaggery, coconut, and it's deep fried. And I have prepared some condensed coconut milk with chili and mango sauce. I have used some flowers, edible flowers here
Uh-huh.
with
That
salad.
looks so
It's,
good, so good.
yeah. So it's actually giving three colors also. If you see, we have
Yes.
Yes, you got the
It
white.
tricolor.
represents the
And
flag.
also, I must say, jackfruit is
The in thing.
the in thing. Everyone's talking about jackfruit around the world.
Yep.
Yes, yes, true. And it's very organic here.
All right.
Okay, we must travel to Tanzania then.
Yeah, all the fruits are organic here. I mean, you can find pineapple, apple, and not apple actually, pineapple, jackfruits, and mangoes are
Wow, all the
organic.
tropical fruits.
All the tropical fruits
Yeah.
are organic.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, Vishal. We really appreciate your time. I know you have a busy day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Amul, and thanks to all viewers.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure. Have a good day.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you.
Okay, now we go to Abu Dhabi and we are speaking to Chef Jackie Belil. Again, another Mumbaiker. We seem to be having a very strong
Well, well,
presence
well.
with experience with Oberoi
Yes.
Hotels. Jackie has opened a classy restaurant, Vetro. Sailed again with, oh, wow, with QV2 as well. And currently, Jackie is head chef and in charge of hospitality for the first class passengers in UAE. Wow, that's some experience. Jackie, would you like to share
Thank
any
you very much.
particular memory of Independence Day?
Um, as far as independence is concerned, like Independence Day is concerned, I still remember during my school holidays. I mean, it used to be school holidays basically at that time, and flag hosting, and tussle with my sister to fight. Who is going to get the badge and who is going to wear the flag proudly on her chest. Patriotic song everywhere. National anthem being played everywhere. So yeah, of course, I mean, independence is something which we always it's a privilege for us. I mean, it's not free. Freedom was never free. Our ancestors have worked very, very hard, and they have actually struggled a lot. They have sacrificed so many things to get this independence, and so we should use it wisely. And we should urge people that whoever is listening today, that we should use our freedom wisely, because it has got a lot of blood and a lot of sweat into it. So yeah, that's what independence is all
Well,
about me. And
well
at the
said,
moment,
well
I cannot
said.
celebrate
Well
Independence
said,
Day.
Jackie.
Yeah, I cannot celebrate Independence Day at the moment, because with time, with with everything, you have to change, and you have grown older. You're not a kid anymore, so you have a different approach towards your life and towards independence today. So what I am doing at the moment is by helping people back home in my country and trying to show my patriotism in a different way altogether. So that's what independence means to me at the moment.
Wow, so good to know.
Excellent.
Jackie, could you please throw a light on how the increasing number of Indian tourists have influenced in-flight catering menus?
I think we are probably the biggest
So to be
travelers.
honest with you, actually, yeah, I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, we Indians are everywhere. We Indians are everywhere in every corner of the world. And today we see a number of Indian passengers crossing 7 seas across the ocean for a variety of reasons, whether it might be micro vacations or destination weddings or any kind of long summer vacations or migration purposes. So India is basically a diversified travel market. I mean, you see people from different race going to different parts of the universe. So today, Indian traveling is basically not considered as an extravagant affair anymore. It was basically it is considered as a non-negotiable thing today. So but if you go few decades ago, I mean, the travel behavior of the people were totally different, and now we see a lot of Indians all over the place in the aircraft. So with regards to that, with the same kind of thing which is going on in the airlines, we have a lot of Indian dishes which has been introduced, and plus Indian dishes has always influenced the Middle Eastern cuisine as well, because we are a part of a Middle Eastern carrier. So Middle Eastern cuisine has been highly influenced by Indian cuisine. Their palate is so well versed with the Indian taste and Indian spices and the Indian spice level. So Indian cuisine has influenced everybody, in fact, all over the world, and I'm very proud of it. I mean, it's a proud moment for us. And when we see that people are talking about Indian food, oh, I love the curry, oh, I love the naan, oh, I love this. I always used to make this. Then they take the name of the restaurant. So it's actually a very proud moment, and I really feel proud that my cuisine is one of the most accepted cuisine all over the world. So, and it's a proud moment.
Right, Jackie, all this talk about food and Indian food, what have you brought for us today?
Well, I have made something very simple and very traditional, which is right over here, which is basically dal puri, and I have aloo dum, and I also have bishti doi. So this is a very traditional dish which we actually make back home in my country when I used to go for vacation in Kolkata, because I'm born and brought up in Bombay. So every time I go for vacation, my aunt used to make, Mrs. Rita Bach, she used to make this recipe for me, and I'm highly influenced by her. Her cooking is absolutely fabulous, and my mom actually forced me to actually make this recipe and follow her recipe. So this is what we actually make during any kind of festivals, any kind of occasions. Right. And the best part of the dish is without onion and garlic, so it can be consumed during something called as opush, which is an Indian Bengali word for fasting. So, right. so during fasting, after breaking the fast, we actually make this dish and people consume it, and it's a part of the dish. And of course, Mishti Doi does not need any kind of introduction. It's self-explanatory. It's a very famous thing altogether. Exactly. I mean, you will find Mishti Doi in every fridges, in every corner of the homes. And we say in Bengali homes, you will find more sweets than food. Sweets and fish you will always find in the fridges. Yes. So that's what it is. I mean, my dish is very simple. It's very elegant. I mean, it takes back to my memories, and I really love this dish because I've got a lot of memories attached to it. Yeah, a lot of memories attached to it. So that's the reason why. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure talking to you guys.
Yes, and it's coming from your heart. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I put a lot of effort into it, and I've spent almost like 2.5 hours to make this.
Yeah, anything simple always takes longer.
Exactly. And the more you put love into it, the more beautiful it is in the end.
Correct.
Cooking is not an easy task altogether. The difference, cooking, everybody can cook, but the difference level is when you put that love into that food, not everybody can put that love into that food. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Jackie. Thank you really much, so much.
Thank you very much. Pleasure is always mine. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to head off to the other part of the world. We're going to go really down under. We're going to go right down to New Zealand. So we've got Sandeep waiting for us. How are you, Sandeep?
Hi, everyone. I'm good. How are you, sir?
I should say g'day too.
Good day. And
Funny accent.
all good, eh?
No, just
I could have a
before
good
we
accent.
ask you a couple of questions, I'm going to just say to everyone watching that Sandeep's a sous chef. He works for the Good Home in a beautiful little part of New Zealand called New Plymouth.
New Plymouth,
And
yes.
Sandeep's got a background of working for Oberoi Hotels as well. Works also on cruise liners like Costa Cruise. He also worked in his family business in Hyderabad. And I think it was a
Yeah.
bakery or a bakery, right?
Yeah. It's a 30-year-old bakery.
Yeah, then you moved to New Zealand. So to begin with, as we are all asking every one of you, what does Independence Day mean to you, Sandeep?
So Independence Day for me as a kid was all about flag hoisting candies and running around with friends. But down the lane, perceptions changed. And now it's more of being, it's like giving back my respect to all those beautiful souls that laid down their life, for the freedom that we are enjoying today. And it's really an honor that I come from India, a country that's got a rich heritage and deep roots. So it's my way of, for me, it's that day there I give back my respect for all those people. So that's how I treat Independence Day.
Great, Sandeep. Sandeep, now looking through your journey in the culinary world, you've been exposed to culinary skills from a very early age, while you're developing your career, including the ones that you got exposed with your family business. How much of this would you attribute to your Indianness or upbringing, or what do you think India has done to you with regards to where you are today?
Oh, it's been beautiful because I passed out in 2006 from institute called the Culinary Academy of India, which is one of the top chef institutes there, where you do a 3 years bachelor's degree in culinary arts. So you need to have your fundamentals because your 3 years is all rigid practice, and they keep it going there for 3 years. So when you come out, you are totally a fully prepared chef. And yes, they concentrate a lot on the basics. So when you go back into the industry, like Oberoi's was my first job, it was always very easy for me to impress a chef because my fundamentals were easy and I could work very well with them and to their standards. And so that helped me to grow at every place, wherever I went to. Yeah, so I think my fundamentals, what I learned in India, did have a lot of impact on me.
So what you mean is the foundation that we all got, right?
Yes, the foundations of in India, it is like beautiful. Like we do emphasize very keen on the little things, and those little things help pave way to bringing you up in the right way.
Right. No, that's great. Now, tell us how popular is. Now, we've traveled to New Zealand a couple of times. In fact, last time when I went, I was going to watch a test match there in Wellington.
Yeah.
Tell me how popular is New Zealand becoming, Indian food becoming in New Zealand?
Indian food in New Zealand is really accepted very well. It's a country of a lot of nationalities. So accepting a new food that is full of vibe and color and taste and you name it, you get it. So people go bonkers for say butter chicken or chicken tikka masala, and they're like young chefs, who are trying to put up Indian food into a new dimension and presenting it in a different way. You call it fusion or you call it anything. They fuse food today. The Indian food is fused to the culture that what is happening here, and that's a more acceptable manner of how close you can get the culture that's happening in New Zealand. So yes, the Indian food is always accepted beautifully.
That's great to hear. I mean, I'm sure there's still a long way to go, but New Zealand's also catching up with the exposure with Indian food.
We won't be too far away.
Right. Sandeep, have you got something are you at work right now?
Yeah, I am at work. I need to get back, but yeah, I thought I won't miss this opportunity. So I just grabbed some time to get out from there.
Thank you so very much.
It helps being a sous chef, yeah.
Thank you. I should say thanks for this opportunity. So I'm from Hyderabad, south of India, and so I thought I'll get to do something from Hyderabad, and so I made a dessert we're a sweet tooth family. So yeah, so this is yeah. So
Oh, wow.
that's called Kubani ka Meetha. It's a Hyderabadi dish. It's basically a very simple dessert made with apricots, dried apricot that's soaked overnight, and then you boil it, add in sugar, and then get it to a really thick consistency. And then it's garnished with the same seeds of the apricot, and then you could always serve it with some fresh, beautiful Amul vanilla ice cream also maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
Excellent.
So is this quite popular in Hyderabad? Will you get it in Paradise or something like that? No.
I think you could find it in Paradise. Yes, a couple of good restaurants. Yeah, Falaknuma Palace, the Taj Falaknuma does it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Couple of
Sandeep,
them.
thank you so very much for your time. I know you have a busy day.
Thank
You
you.
have a Saturday evening to
Yeah.
deal with.
Yeah.
And you guys are
Thank you so
lucky you're
much for
almost COVID free.
No. We just got
I know you got a
back
few things
today.
going in Auckland.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
just got back
But
yesterday.
look,
So we
wish you
we
all the
still not
best and
completely.
keep the flag flying high as you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Thank you so
I will.
much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Robin and Chef Daisy and Amul.
Been
And
been a
happy
pleasure.
Independence Day to everybody out there, all Indians
You're
and
welcome,
everybody.
Sandeep.
Cheers.
Thank
Take
you
care,
and
yeah?
all the best again.
Right. All right. Sweet. See ya.
Thank you. Okay,
Bye-bye.
we are moving on, coming closer to Sydney, where a majority of us are, and talking to Harshendu Mankad, who has more than 3 decades of experience with the Taj hotels, with Sheratons, with Hyatt. He has also owned his pastry shop called Vanilla Bean Patisserie in Sydney. And currently, Harshendu is the dining and food safety compliance manager at an aged care in Sydney. So, Harshendu, coming back to you, what does 15th August mean to you?
Thanks, Daisy. Thanks, Robin. First thing, what comes to mind for me when you talk about Independence Day is the word freedom. And I would also like to pay my respects to all those who made that ultimate sacrifice for us to celebrate this day together today. So, thank you for all of them. Secondly, it brings the feeling of belonging to the country of my origin, which is India, recognizing my roots, the culture and its values, what we grew up with.
Yeah, so
Importantly, what I believe, what needs to be done, and I'm very passionate about, is to continue to pass on these values to the younger generation. As we all know, India today is a global force, and I am proud to be an Indian.
Wow, well said. Do you think the credit to your great and varied career, ranging from flight kitchens to being a pastry chef in hotels to owning a very popular pastry shop to your current engagement with the aged care sector, has something to do with your hospitality education in Mumbai?
Daisy, absolutely. And there's a bit of a funny side to my starting in the hospitality industry. Back to the college where I was in Mumbai, I was one of the fortunate ones who worked at the Sapphire Polytechnic, which had 5,000 girls and only 50 boys on campus.
Wow.
So that's how the journey started.
A great ratio to have.
And that probably increased my interest into cooking. But look, on a fair note and a serious note, it has given me a great platform for me to pursue my career in this various hospitality streams. And as you said, I've worked in hotels and obviously run my own patisserie now into aged care. So it has given me a great platform to kind of pursue and my passions basically. And now what I try and do, being a little bit older, a bit wiser, I'm using my knowledge and my skills, and I try to provide a better life for our senior citizens and find real great pleasure when I see a smile on the face after the food I've made, or I've just made a couple of cakes over the weekend for our residents, one of them celebrating 102 birthday.
Wow.
So it just gives me a lot of pleasure that all that I've learned way back in Mumbai, I can now bring it on and serve a very noble cause of
Yeah.
looking after our seniors and at the same time getting paid for it. So it's a
Yeah,
win-win
and-
situation.
And our seniors who have worked so hard all their lives, and it's just good to see that, you whatever you do can bring a smile to their faces.
Yeah, and at the village we work for, we got 6 facilities and it's basically Italian oriented. So I have polished my skills of making the pastas and the risottos and the panna cottas.
Right. Talking about the food, what have you got for us today, Harshenda?
Oh, I almost forgot to show that. Let me have a quick look on that. So what I've done is a take on the nachos.
Oh,
And
Wow.
what I've used is obviously red kidney beans, but I've used the casserole beans, which is made with the soya beans. So adds a little bit more protein. And then just keeping in line with the theme of the Indian Independence Day,
wow, you
I've
got the
got the
lotus, the
sauces.
chakra.
Wow.
Oh, wow, the
Yes.
sauces
So
look great.
you've got the guacamole, you've got the sour cream, and you've got the salsa. So just in line with the Indian Independence Day, I thought that should be my dish dedicated to this
Yeah.
show.
That
And
looks good.
Harshendu, your nachos look like the
Lotus.
Indian national flower, the lotus.
That's correct.
Great work, and thank you for talking to us,
You're
Harshendu.
wearing the
No,
right
and
color too, so you might get a chance to go into the Indian government soon.
now, and
Advisory.
once again, thanks to Robin, Daisy, and Amul, and happy Independence Day to all you guys who are celebrating this day today. All the best. Jai
Thank
Hind.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next in line we've got to
Neighboring.
go to a neighboring country, not far away from us, probably halfway between India and here, I'd say, right?
More than
So we're flying now towards Singapore, guys. So we have Chef Niaz Mansouri waiting for us there. I don't know whether he's muted. He still looks like he's muted. Yeah, he's on.
All good.
Right, before we speak to him, I just want to give a quick brief on him. He's born in an Indian Muslim family with lots and lots of food connoisseurs in the family. So that's a great start to have, because as a lot of us know, some of the, as we say, gharanas in India, especially the Muslim gharanas, they have some awesome chefs and awesome food that they come up with. So I'd say, Niaz, you're a very fortunate man to have been born there. And his journey has included everything from Meridian to the Taj to the Oberoi's, Mandarin, Hilton's. It's spectacular, the amount of hotels you worked. And then you also had the opportunity to work with some Michelin star chefs. Besides all that, he's right now running a show in Singapore, but he also does lecture in culinary school in Singapore. So too many hats, too many hats.
Yes.
Niaz.
Thank
So
you.
tell us, how are you celebrating Independence Day in Singapore? I know Singapore celebrates everything from Diwali to Holi and you name it. So how's Singapore?
Yeah, first of all, namaskar to everyone.
Pleasure.
I'm very fortunate to get this platform to speak about Independence Day and represent India in Singapore itself. Well, here we have a community of our next religion, which is cricket. We have a team of around 48 members, all from IT and banking sectors, all
Right.
Indians, expat Indians. We play cricket on a weekly basis. So this is our little family of Indians here in Singapore. Besides that, we have a lot of Singaporeans who also participate in this kind of events. So we do flag hoisting in the morning, followed by some snacks, together with the families of this expat community.
Right.
So we don't feel far away from the family.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We always, I think, Indians have a way of making or creating a home away from home.
Absolutely. We have everything we need, which we miss from India, right? From pav bhaji to samosa to vada paos to everything.
Yes, true.
Now tell me, Niaz, how do you think India has helped you with regards to your, culinary journey? And you have such a spectacular journey. You've gone so many places.
Well, the journey itself started when I was a kid. When we understand the flavors of food, it started from a lunchbox in school. When we were kids, we used to steal each other's lunchboxes. And as we grew up, we had the opportunity to crash into our friend's home and participate with them for the lunch event. There was no invitation needed. It is a very close-knit community. Being a Muslim, I never felt I'm away from Hindus or I'm away from Sikh or Christians. Our family always motivated us to make good friends, and it all started from then. And my mother is the best chef in the world till date. So the interest in cooking started when I was a kid. I grew up watching my mom, and still I learn from her biryanis. And the first chapati at home was always mine. I used to sit next to her just to let her start, and the first chapati which came out of the tawa, I used to take and go out, put a splash of ghee on it, and whack it, and wait for the lunch or dinner to get ready. So yeah, it started from that. When it comes to Indian cuisine in Singapore itself, Singaporeans are very well aware, because we have a very high population of Indians here, which helped to develop this country itself. So so Singaporeans, even the Chinese, even the Malays, they know how to consume Indian food, and fish head curry being their national dish.
Yeah.
Quite surprising. So 11 years ago when I came in, I saw the Indian food. It was in abundance. It had all flavors, right from South India to North India to West to East. So I never felt far away from the country.
Yeah, and the good thing about Singapore is because of the abundance of ingredients that you can access from India, it makes it easier for restaurateurs to run quality restaurants there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Niaz. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. One day,
Okay,
have a great day.
Have a great day. Happy Independence Day again.
You too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, please.
We go to where it all begins. We go to India. We are in Chandigarh and we are talking to Chef Harshbir Singh. Hello, Chef.
Harshbir is there?
He is not joined yet, ma'am.
He's not joined.
And we'll
we'll move on. We'll come back
wait
to
for
him.
him to come.
Do we have Robin Gomes?
Not yet, sir.
Oh.
Robin Gomes is missing. Okay.
Okay, so we come back to Australia.
I think we have Kamal Verma.
Yeah, Kamal Verma is here. Chef
Is Kamal?
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet. He is stuck, I think, with his
work,
I think. Okay, we are still in Sydney. We will be speaking with Chef Shekhar Kishore. Hello, Shekhar.
He's still muted, I think. Yeah.
Hi, Shekhar.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello,
Yes,
Hazy, how are you?
loud and clear. So
That's
hello
good.
from everyone. And currently you're in Sydney, but you spent a lot of time in Japan.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
That's
And so, and yeah, of course. And originally, Shekhar, you come from, nobody can forget, or nobody doesn't know this person. You're originally from MS Dhoni's land, Ranchi. Shekhar, you have a lot of experience, decades and decades of experience with Hilton hotels in the Middle East, in India, in Japan, in Australia. So you've gone through so many continents and so many countries. And now you're sharing your knowledge and experiences with the next generation of hospitality professionals. Wow, that's so many caps again. And very, very varied experiences.
Yes, it's a very interesting journey.
Shekhar, welcome to today. Thanks to Amul. And I would just like to ask you, what memories of your roots does Independence Day evoke?
I think as a kid, I remember early morning when you get up and you listen to those songs, Muhammad Rafi talking about those great stalwarts who contributed towards our independence, and getting inspired by that, going to school and participating in the events. Those were the memories of childhood. And at a later stage, obviously you participated, you became an organizer in one or the other places. But yeah, the memories, obviously, as you mature, you start to understand the value of what we achieved. It's just been amazing. And as Harshendu rightly mentioned, that it is not just about what Independence Day, a particular date, but the sacrifice which people made to give us this freedom is just, it's not easy to understand how hard it would have been for them.
Correct.
But for me, it is more than that. I personally believe that it should not stop there, that we were able to get out of the clutches of a evil regime.
Yeah.
But that was physically, but mentally, have we got out of it or not? I'm not really sure if India is fully
Oh,
independent.
that's a valid point. Very valid point, Shekhar, you raise. So, how much of your education back home has helped you with your career path?
I think it was it has played an amazing, it has laid an amazing foundation for me, that the things which we learned at our school and being amongst hundreds and thousands of students, the school I studied at had more than 1,500 students.
Wow.
And you actually understand the meaning of competition from a tender age. And you know that you have to compete at every step to get to where you want to be.
Sure,
And
sure.
that feeling of competitiveness really shapes your thinking and shapes your behavior when you start to learn. So yes, it has helped me a lot. And as I stepped out of India in 1989, since then I've been living overseas, and I've been very fortunate to work with so many different nationalities, professionals from different nationalities, learn from them, irrespective whether I knew something which they had the knowledge or not. It was our attitude which has always driven my success. So I believe
Yeah.
that is what Indian education does.
Yeah, definitely.
It
Shekhar,
really
yeah,
helps
I
you.
mean,
It's your thinking.
this is the quality that we Indians have, that, you know, because we are trying to make our mark and we have to come up competing with so many hundreds and thousands of people. I think we just have to develop that extra X factor that makes us succeed when we are overseas.
Absolutely. It's the
Right.
attitude.
So,
I personally
yeah,
think.
yeah, exactly. It's the mindset. Yeah.
That's right.
So, Shekhar, you've spent quite some time in Japan. Would you like to share some of your experiences and how Indian cuisine has developed in Japan? Is it popular at all?
Yeah, it was a fascinating part of my journey, my career as a chef. I think I went to Japan in 1993, and I was there for 3 years working for Nagoya Hilton. And actually, my role was a Indian chef at that hotel as a chef de partie. And it was very interesting to see the image of Indian food. Where basically, I would say that there were two different distinctive groups. One group was made up of those people who were used to the standard chicken tikkas and butter masala and the naan and the vindalus. They were the names they knew, and they were the names they will go for whenever they go to an Indian restaurant. But there was another group, which was the bigger group, which always used to say, Indian curry wa karai des, abura wa ippai, means Indian curry is very hot and spicy and too much of oil in there. So it was very interesting for me that I got an opportunity to basically remove those feelings from their mind by coming up with innovative dishes which were really from the roots of India. And we created a number of menu items which were highlighting the regional cuisine. And as Mohan was talking this morning, I heard him saying that Indian food is not just about the number of spices you put in there or the types of fat you use in there. It's the perfect blend of natural blend of flavors. So the journey was very interesting, and I had the opportunity to be live on some of the local TV shows to present some of the dishes. And what it did, the day my show was live on TV, next 3 days, I remember the ration ka line, jaise India mein lagta hai, people queued up to get sugar and ration from the shop. People were queued up in front of the buffet.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God.
And these were the elderly ladies and other people with their families who would come to experiment what Kishore chef is about to offer. So it is not about me, it was about showcasing the Indian food and the variety India has, which people
Right.
don't know. Besides, generally they will know the butter masalas and the palak paneer and some of the naans and some of the dishes. But it is more than that. Indian food is like Indian Ocean. It's too vast.
Right. You're so right, Shekhar. Um, do you have anything for us today which would remind us of this day?
Yeah, just a quick one. What I did is that one of the incidents I remember that our chef Tanioka, he said to me one day that in his mind, Indian food was just like cook something together and present it in a bowl. So he said that, well, we have Michelin star chefs coming here, and we want you to come up with a chef's table, and I want you to present something which is nice, flavorful, and at the same time colorful, reflecting India. So I said, okay. So I made a very simple trio of soup, and these three soups speak for itself. I'll just show you. One is a pumpkin soup with a coconut and some of our herbs like sauf and dill in there. Then I made a spinach soup, which was again very light, not very spicy. And the third one was a tomato and dhania shorba. So I'll just show you the food which I prepared for them, and I hope you can. This is
Yes, we can see all the colors.
yeah.
Yeah, looks very colorful.
So basically for them to experience the soup, different types of soup with this small lacha paratha. And
Okay.
yes, they all loved it. And I think that also gave them an understanding that Indian food is not just about flavor, but it can be presented in any way we like. And that's what I love about the new generation of chefs coming out, that they are
Yes,
not just
exactly.
tied
True.
into that cocoon. They are thinking beyond and coming up with amazing presentation. You being
Yes.
one of them, Daisy. Your
Oh,
presentations are
thank you. I wouldn't say the young one.
Thank you so much, Shekhar.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. All right.
Okay.
Nice talking to all of you. Thanks a lot. Okay. Bye.
Same here. Abhishek, is Robin Gomes there? I believe he's there.
Not yet. I mean, there's nobody joined by the name Robin Gomes, so I'm not able to identify him.
He could be, unless he's displaying some other name.
So who else do we have? Do
We got
have,
Nikhil.
We have Nikhil,
Yes.
not Kamal.
Kamal is still not back. Yeah.
Shall I connect Miss Nikhil?
Yes, please.
Yes, that'll
Yes,
be
please.
great. Hello, Nikhil.
I think
Hi
he's
guys, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm very well.
Are you okay? I believe you haven't slept much. Okay, I won't touch on that topic.
That's better. I think that's better.
Just to let everyone know who are with us today, Nikhil Mahale is joining us from London. Again, another one from Amchi, Mumbai.
Yeah.
Has worked in several hotels and cruise liners and had the privilege of working under various Michelin star chefs. At the moment, has taken up a huge project in London. He's the executive chef of Chef Farzi cafes in the UK, which specialize in contemporary and modern Indian cuisine. So welcome to this.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Independence Day to you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. And it is, I believe, quite early there.
Yeah, it's just for 6:30.
Wow. Wow. So thank you. Thank you for making the time so early for all of us.
It's my pleasure.
Nikhil, would you like to share with all of us your any particular memory of Independence Day?
Just remember going to school on the Independence Day early morning, doing the flag hosting, coming back, having some sports in the colony, going back home and having a feast. That's all I remember.
Those
Because
are very happy memories.
yeah, exactly. Because for us Indians, every day or anything special is a feast, and it's like
That's
a
true.
it's like a punch pakwan.
Yes,
And
yes.
Independence Day used to be usually Sundays, if I remember well. Most of the time it used to be 15th August used to be a Sunday, and I remember like it used to be something non-veg. We used to love feasting on. So that's the only memory we have. And in the evening, we used to have some competitions like dance and everything in the societies.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I remember about 15th August. Having fun.
Right. Right,
That's it.
Nikhil. Since you have worked in so many diverse fields of hospitality and in several, you've been exposed to several different chefs with high quality restaurants. How would you rate contemporary Indian cuisine as compared to all the international cuisines, especially the European cuisines, which are supposed to be, the mother of, like French food is mother of all
Yeah,
cuisines.
yeah, yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, we all say that.
Yeah, they all say that's the thing. But I don't anymore I don't see the difference. I don't see anywhere we are lacking in Indian food where we have not done. We've got 3 Michelin star for Indian restaurants. So I don't think we are anywhere behind. I think we are right on the track and we have achieved. I think it's just us as a new generation of chefs coming up need to take it ahead in a right way. That's all. And
Yeah,
I think we have done really well with Indian food. Like we have not left any kind of molecular gastronomy or anything which we have not done with Indian food. So I guess we are far ahead. We are far ahead.
so true. And yeah, it's about time that India gets its recognition worldwide for the
Yeah,
diversity that, Indian food is.
yeah,
And I think most of the times it's just us holding ourselves back. We
yeah,
don't
exactly.
want to,
Yeah,
we
I
don't
agree.
want to break out of our own, created boundaries,
Yeah,
which, yeah, so it's great and so heartening to know that all the young chefs like you are just breaking that and trying to present Indian food in such
yeah,
a different.
and being London or New York hub of any cuisine, I don't think we haven't tried anything here with Indian food
Mhm,
or
mhm.
Singapore
So,
for that matter.
correct,
we have
correct.
we have tried all kind of meats and everything what we call French as a mother of all cuisines, but we have tried their food with Indian way, with all the meats Indian way, and we have been successful. I don't
Definitely.
see that.
Right, right. So, on that note, how do you reflect, the diversity of regional Indian cuisine in your current menus at Cafe Farzi?
In we have covered all the subcontinent. We just don't have just Indian, because
Okay.
being like our neighbors Pakistan, Nepal, everything, they were a part of India.
Mhm,
So we are
mhm.
covering all the subcontinent food, like the food of the like nihari. We're doing it in a
Yeah.
modern way with lamb shank so beautifully.
Yes.
It's a
Right.
Pakistani dish, and I completely agree to it. So we have covered everything. So I think there are all the elements of subcontinent in our menu of Farzi.
Excellent, excellent. And where do you see this reaching, with the popularity, with reaching to the people, their acceptance of Indian food in a contemporary manner?
I think we have done so much with Indian food. If I don't know if many people have noticed that a lot of Indian chefs are going back to their roots. We're going back to
Mhm.
the basics. We're doing the same way what we used to do traditionally, because we have reached so high standards. There's nothing much left with any kind of gastronomy to reach there. So we are going back to basics again and doing that homemade food in a different way.
Correct, correct. Oh, yeah. Even on our last visit to Mumbai and India, we tried so many different restaurants, modern restaurants in Mumbai, and we were so pleased with even the journey that Indian food has had in India, because even there so much care and detail in the way that is the food is being presented. It is so different. It is,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of, yeah, you
definitely.
classify it as one of the topmost cuisines in the world. So I
Yeah,
think, yeah, we need to believe more in ourselves
yeah,
and to push
definitely.
ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Nikhil, anything you have cooked for us? I know it's very early.
There was in up here, like in breakfast, we used to make use a lot of avocados when I was working for English restaurants and Michelin star chefs. We used to use. So I thought of making something which was Indian, but not actually Indian. And that's called avocado chaat, which we have in Farzi from day one.
Oh, nice, nice.
So chaat made from avocado. I'll show it to you.
All right. Yep. Could we have a bit closer to the camera? Oh, yes. Yes, I can see it.
So, I have hash of avocado, which I've taken off the avocado fruit, and I have chopped it, mixed it with some onion, tomatoes, green chilies, coriander, some lemon juice and chaat masala, some singdana inside, peanuts, and then I've stuffed it back again. So you eat it from the half.
Yeah.
And I've garnished it with like pomegranates is usually always used as in chaats, but I made a pomegranate beetroot gel to accompany it. So you can just dip it into it and have a bite. And this got famous in Farzi, London. So it's gone back to India now. And again, it can be used as a breakfast thing.
Yes.
With toast eggs, even that goes well with it.
Very interesting. And especially, when avocados can be a bit bland and when we just, spike it up with Indian flavors and pomegranate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
Nikhil, is this part of your menu?
Yeah, it is a part of Farzi menu. And it's been there for last 2 years. And it's one of the dishes which I don't think will anytime replace it.
Right.
So
it must be so
popular.
popular.
Yeah, it is popular.
Right. Thank you so much, Nikhil. And it is so pleasing to know that, you're dabbling with presenting Indian in a contemporary manner. And we see you as, going forward, carrying on the baton.
We are glad that Amul gave us opportunity to showcase what we're doing out here.
Sure. Today has been a great day because we have talked to so many different chefs and had their take of Indian food and where do we see it going from here. So we've had some oldies like us and we have young ones like you, but we know that we are in safe hands with all the young chefs that have joined us today. Thank you so very much. And
thank you, Daisy.
Yeah,
thank you, Robin.
Wish you the very best with your projects, and we'd love to see your organization and your kind of style that you're going to take up, go strength to strength in the coming years.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Hopefully you can have some sleep.
Oh yeah, now I will.
Thank you so much. So
thank you.
Thanks.
Would just like to end today's session
with Abhishek
on a sweet note.
Yeah, Abhishek, could we just confirm if you still have either Robin Gomes or Kamal Verma?
I just messaged Mr. Robin Gomes. I've asked him to just unmute himself and speak. We'll identify.
He's available.
He's here.
Yes. Mr. Robin Gomes, if you could unmute yourself and start your camera, we can identify you. Mr. Robin, could you unmute yourself?
Hi.
Yes, is this Mr. Robin?
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Could you please switch on your camera, sir? Yes, sir.
You can see me?
Yes.
Yes. We have Mr. Gomez. How are you?
Salam.
All the way from Dubai.
Yeah.
Right, just to let everyone know, Robin's actually the vice president and he's junior development for the Emirates Culinary Guild in Dubai. Robin's got some unbelievable experience. He's probably worked for the industry for almost 40 years, but he still looks quite young though.
No, just now, I shave it up because I used to keep all the beard and everything.
So Robin's originally from Calcutta. He's actually spent his entire journey that he's had, culinary journey, through Hilton's to Sheraton's to Ramadas, Movenpick. I think he was an area head chef of City Seasons in Dubai, and currently he's been with Emirates. So Robin, welcome to this forum. Really thankful to you joining us.
Thank you for having me in your team.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, couple of questions. First of all, you've lived away from India for a long time, almost 40 odd years. Now, does Independence Day has any significance, as compared to what significance it has today, as against when you grew up as a child in Calcutta?
Lot of changes has taken place. Like, our time we used to be in the village. And the village, that's togetherness. And, the kids, they're shouting, taking the flag in hand, dancing everywhere on the road, on the street. That was the beautiful fun, And now everywhere in the offices or the, embassies, they celebrate these Independence Days. So a lot of difference, that you can see. That's how it
But in Dubai, do you invariably get into celebration on Independence Day, or how do you do? You've been living there for a long time.
Yeah, it's happening in almost every offices actually, because most of the hotel or the companies belonging to the Indian community. So every offices, they will, cut the cake, they have the, sang the song of these Independence Days and the flag. They make little bit, get together. Every offices, even the hotel cafeteria also will cut our cakes, as usual in all the hotels.
Great. Now, one specific question I had for you, Robin, is that, you have seen so many chefs come and gone from different parts of the world from the time you started your journey in Middle East in particular, where you lived almost half of your life, or probably majority of your life. What are, how do you see the changes and progress of chefs coming out of India now today?
See, our time, previously, if you see our food, actually, it was only remain at home. It was not displayed, beautifully or catered actually to the people, like compare with the French cuisine, the Italian, all those things. That has been changed.
Right.
Because, the Indian food has been taken over all over the world, actually. You can go anywhere. French food you will get in India in few hotels. But Indian food, even America, London, Australia, you name it. You people were looking for Indian food. That's a big development actually.
And you are so right. If you remember when we started in hotels, almost every hotel would have, it should be a standard thing. Every hotel should have a French restaurant. Where is that gone? Nowhere in the world you find that.
You see, I tell you a little secret of my life. I started as a continental chef, as you know. That I was in Sheraton, Dubai Sheraton, in Lulua, one of the finest fine dining room on French. That's if you recall, remember that name, Lulua was a French restaurant.
Yes.
But compared to that, beside we had another Indian restaurant. That's everybody, even the European, they used to love to go to the Indian restaurant. That's where the trend has changed now.
Absolutely. Now, Robin, have you got something cooked, I believe, for us?
I have, taken a little simple thing, which is I, infused, actually, you can say, that I found something, the Amul product. Yesterday, I marketed a little bit Amul product survey also.
Oh, you are promoting Amul. Great.
Okay. Yes, because I want to know that Amul is what is doing. Because, the childhood, our Sunday was the Amul day. The butter, the childhood, after the church, we used to celebrate the Amul butter. This is very famous. This is from the childhood in our heart. Because that Sunday after church, coming back home, that day with the bread, toast, and Amul butter, that was fantastic. That's the
So what do you have of Amul today? What have you done?
I have done, that's Amul Paneer I bought. I have to show you. This is the. I've done, you know, this is the one that's called, you know, this, you can see this.
Yes.
This is the, you know, shawarma of the
Yes.
Arabic style. What I did, infuse it. I took the Arabic bread, put the, you know, Amul paneer. I make a burji, stuffed in a roll. It's very healthy food. And then I found also something, you know, that's the onion pakora type of this in Amul. So I said, let's make a snacks, you know, things which can go everywhere. Like it can be, you know, the breakfast dip. You can have, you know, what do you call? You can have also in lunchtime if you on diet. In the evening also you want the light meals, you can have it. There is no spice, no calorie, no nothing. Very healthy food. Simple and easy to cook at home. When you are tired, you have nothing to do. Take some paneer out, put some onion, chili, a little bit, saute it, stuff in any bread, and have it. This is
Sounds great.
Sounds great. Very healthy and delicious.
It's a shame that we can't get a full picture of it, but however, we can. Yes, we can.
I'm
Great.
sure we can get some screenshots.
Thank you so much for your effort, Robin. Really appreciate your time. I know you have a busy day.
Yeah, I was not connecting well with you people.
That's okay. We finally got you. So wishing you the very best and have a great Independence Day. Have fun.
Thank you. And thank you very much to everyone. All the chef is in this slot or whatever you call it. Thank you very much for having me here. Nice meeting all of you. God bless.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, Abhishek, I think we are pretty much there now towards the end. I think Daisy has something that she wants to show.
Yeah, I would just again would like to thank everyone for being part of this and thanking Amul for giving us this this platform so that all of us could get together and network and talk about our experiences, at the same time also remembering our origins. So I would like to say bye and to end this forum on a sweet note by this tricolor kalakan that I have made for everyone to enjoy virtually and visually, because be rest assured we'll be definitely enjoying it. So there it is, my tricolor. It's made from paneer, so not too unhealthy sweet, but definitely.
Need a recipe for that, chef.
Yeah, I think once again we like to say we like to actually thank Amul India for giving us this great opportunity to be together with so many of the chefs around the world, and most importantly, Amul India to give us the space in a way, giving us the opportunity of, you know, the recognition that everyone deserves. And as I said earlier, we've come a long way, but we still have a very long way to go. And I think with all the quality of chefs that are coming out of India, we have no doubts that Indian food is going to go further and further and march ahead.
And it's in safe hands.
Yeah, and it's definitely in the safe hands. I'd like to specifically thank Abhishek, and I also like to thank Mr. Manu Chaudhary to give us. Yeah. Sorry.
We have a wrong music.
Yeah, I just wanted to end up with this, just a little tiny little note. And this is probably something that, you know, on behalf of all the chefs who are overseas, away from India, I think this is probably a little bit symbolic, this particular song. So we like to end up this with thanking everyone viewing from around the world. We have lots and lots of friends and families too who have also joined in. So thank you all. And we sincerely hope you enjoyed this the forum.
Thank you, Chef. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you
this
very
was a few little words that I started singing, and I hope you're listening to.
That's Robin singing himself.
Mhm.
Amazing.
You got a nice voice there, Robin.
Thank you.